In this week's edition of the NNY Capitol Report, there's been a strong negative reaction among upstate lawmakers to a bill introduced by two legislators from New York City that aims to cap the size of new and expanding dairy farms to fewer than 700 cows. Introduced by Senator Jabari Brisport and Assemblymember Linda Rosenthal, the bill would prohibit the State Department of Environmental Conservation from issuing new CAFO, or Concentrated Animal Feeding Operation, permits for the largest classification. Functionally, that would prohibit newly opened farms and existing smaller farms from adding more than 699 cows to their farms. Dairy farmers, advocates for the state's agricultural industry, and lawmakers, mostly Republican, who represent them across upstate New York, are firmly opposed to the measure.
The bill is nothing less than an attack on New York's family farms. It's written by people who have never milked a cow, never walked a pasture, and never once asked how the milk gets into their morning latte. They sure seem ready to tell us how to run our farms. Capping a farm at 700 cows is not just arbitrary, it's ignorant. It punishes efficiency, it punishes innovation, and worst of all, it punishes family farms who are trying to survive.
I think to say that I'm a frustrated dairy farmer in New York State would be an understatement. I don't understand how a bill like this even gets remotely this far. You can't keep dictating the expenses on these farms and then limiting their income as you go forward. And I know a lot of you probably don't like hearing about the family farm. I don't know any dairy farm that is the big corporate dairy farm that you all speak of.
Dairy farmers are the original stewards of the land. They are dedicated to continuous improvement and caring for our environment, our animals, and our communities. Regardless of farm size, 95% of New York State farms are family owned, and our dairy cooperatives are predominantly owned by those family farms. This clearly makes the claim that New York farms are owned by large corporations unequivocally false.
One of the things that keeps coming up is the word factory, and I'll just reiterate what's been said. There is no factory. The F should be replaced with family. We're all family businesses, multi-generational in many cases.
With all this opposition, and the fact that the bills are stalled in both the Senate and Assembly with no clear path forward or significant support, it doesn't appear likely that this will become law anytime soon. But some advocates warned even just the introduction of legislation like this could have a chilling effect on further investment in the state's dairy industry. From the Watertown Daily Times Albany Bureau, I'm Alex Gall.